Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Sri Ramakrishna is speaking to Mahimacharan. About the two yogas we saw, Karma Yoga and Mano Yoga. Then the 4 stages of life, Brahmacharya, Garhastya, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa. During the first 3 stages, man has to perform his worldly duties, that is Brahmacharya, Garhastya, Vanaprastha also. And last is Sannyasa. A sannyasi carries only his staff, water pot and begging bowl. He too may perform certain nitya karmas, daily observances, but his mind is not attached to it. You see, we take up certain disciplines. Once we take up disciplines, we try to maintain it, and we don't much, as it goes, it becomes a monotony, and we get stuck to it. We are afraid to leave it. We are not capable of keeping that spirit with which we began. Slowly tapers down into monotony. Daily go, sit at that hour, try to meditate or do japa. Mind is running about somewhere, no concentration, but sitting. Now it is attached to the ritualistic part, and the essence is given up. Why am I doing japa? Why am I doing meditation? That purpose is defeated and the essence is left out. The external going, sitting, and then trying to meditate with not complete attention and dedication, that I am able to forget this world in thought of God. I am able to do japa. The moment I take the mala in hand, the moment I sit for doing japa, all must drop away. The Ishtadevata's face alone must be shining. The love must be flowing from either side. This awareness, every day we go and take the mala and we'll be rolling, but mind is running about so many things. The vak, this and memory, chitta and vak are connected. That is, the speech, the sound that comes out of the mouth, or the speech that I am thinking of the mantra and memory are connected. From memory it is flowing out. There is no participation of heart nor of the mind. Mind is running somewhere, heart is holding on to something of this world, either money or duty or responsibility or something. Family, possessions, dhan, man, deha, sukh, Thakur says. Wealth, it is heart is holding the wealth, man, the respect and this one, that the heart depends always, and then heart is demanding enjoyments. It is sitting on the enjoyments, and mind is running about in search of these, and in the grip, trying to hold the grip on all these things. It is running about, and the mantra is going on from the memory. This is called holding, attachment to the activity. Now you must do with freedom. No attachment. But love must dominate the attachment. Love for, why are you doing japa? I love God. For the sake of His love, I am doing. Why are you meditating? I have no other way to express my love. It is not attachment to meditation. It is because meditation has taken a different form now. It is a process of communication by which he is entering into a communication system. And when he meditates, it is where he tries to present himself in the presence of God. Now, there is no attachment to the Nitya Karmas. He is doing worship every day, and this Nitya Karma he is doing, every day he is worshipping. But he is not attached to that worship activity, worship ritual. He does ritual, but he is attached to ritual and does. And independent of attachment, you do the ritual not for ritual's sake, but for love of God. You are utilizing this, not attached to this. Every day you sit with strict discipline, sit for worship, but you are not attached to this worship. You are attached to God. Because you are attached to God, you are doing this. Suppose you are attached to a dog in the house. How much of the moment you come inside, the way in which you go out, you look at it, you make some fun and go and come and feed it. You are not attached to the feeding, you are attached to the dog. You collect somewhere something to feed that dog. And dog is sick, you will take it to doctor. Taking to doctor is not because doctor is a friend or anything. He has to make the payment there. Yet he takes it because he loves his dog. All activities he does for dog, taking it for a walk in the morning, and everything, all the because he loves that dog. The day his love goes off, or the dog becomes a problematic, he wants to get rid of it. How just to that love, like that all Nitya Karmas, rituals, taking bath in the river, coming back, all this is doing only because it's attached to God, not to the every day taking bath is not attached to the bath, but for the sake of God he is taking. Out of love for God he is doing. This is the life of sannyasi. He does Nitya Karma, but not attached to it. How clearly Sri Ramakrishna says, this is the image. What sannyasi does with same thing. Whatever a priest in the temple does, same as sannyasi does in his room or somewhere. Great difference. He is doing their for rituals. He is attached to rituals. He is attached to the remunerations he gets in back, returns in the back. Here no returns is expected. He does there, people call him for doing some ritualistic things, worship at home. A priest comes and does. He is not attached to God. He is not doing out of love. It is his profession. His attachment is for the devotees who are going to call him. He is attached to them because they are going to call him. And he is attached to the result, the fruit that he is going to get back for having done that worship. He gets the money in return. This you will never find in a sannyasi. Sannyasi may go somewhere to some house and do the worship. He has nothing to seek or give, or attached to them, nor attached to the worship. He does out of love of God. That God may bless all these people. He loves the nature. He loves all beings. As He loves the devotees, so He loves the non-devotees also. Same way. Now, priest loves the devotees who call him for the worship. Does he love others? That love, to know what is love, is entirely different. Equanimity, he loves all beings. Each worship he does, loka kalyanartham, for the welfare of this being, this world, and all beings. So, in priest, the sankalpa will be entirely different. Dhana, arogya, santana, prosperity, all this included. Here, only give me pure love at your feet, which lasts forever and takes me to the immortal eternity. So here Sri Ramakrishna is telling, he carries only staff, water pot and begging bowl. He too may perform certain nitya karmas, but his mind is not attached to it. He is not conscious of doing such work. He is not conscious of doing such work. He is doing nitya karma. Going and taking baths and bringing the flowers, this, that, every arrange. He is doing puja. He is not aware of that. He is aware of his Ishtadevata, whom he is worshipping out of love. Beautiful expression you see here. He is not conscious of doing such work. He may be doing certain nitya karma, but his mind is not attached to it. He is not conscious of such work. He is doing, you see, when Radha was Videhi, she never knew she had a body at all. Body awareness was not there. She was aware of only Krishna and Krishna alone. Now she is running, hearing the flute sound. She is not aware that she is running. People are looking at her. She is not aware at all. She is aware of only Krishna and his flute sound. She does so many things. Wearing, dressing, this, that and all. All, she is not aware what is she doing. She is aware of only Krishna. Mira's life, you see. She passes through all struggle. So much of opposition, so much of oppression. She is not aware. And you ask her in the end of life, how much of suffering you passed through, my child? She says, no, I never passed through any suffering. I was always with Krishna. What did I miss in my life? Never he went away from me. Sometimes he used to hide within me, sometimes he used to present outside me. That's all. She is unaware of the suffering she has undergone. I saw an old lady who has lived an auspicious life of sacrifice, and love of people. A joint family of many brothers, in that she was one of them. One of the brother's wife. Came early in life at the age of 13. She spent the whole life every day doing Vishnu Sahasranama, Lalita Sahasranama, Durga Saptashati, Bhagavad Gita chanting, and doing all the works of those days. You have to run to the forest to pick up the fallen woods and bring for water all the plants and trees. You have to grind the flour for making food. Whole day non-stop work. Amidst that she was doing all this. I saw her in last days. Whole body is become stiff. It is not able to move. She is in 80s, nearing 90s. She is put on the chair. She cannot change her posture. Till daughter comes, who is already 65, and her old age has already caught the daughters. This is extremely old. And this old lady has got bed sores, pus is oozing out, smelling body, and she is sitting with smiling face, with a small, this one in the hand, and taking out one by one page and uttering the Vishnu Sahasranama. Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu. Goes on contemplating, and each word she contemplates beautiful picture of the Lord, pervading all the times, pervading the universe, pervading all Jiva's hearts. She is experiencing as she utters it. And in the same posture, she is unaware of the suffering the body is going through. That's the fruit of the whole life's sacrifice. Non-stop she has done all this. Suppose a day she is not able to do, she will do next day the double quantity to compensate it. And the fruit was, God has switched off her body connection. Body is rotting, she doesn't know. She is in her own bliss. She is separated from the body, turned inside and holding the Lord within. The body is taking its own course and she is in bliss, Ananda. So this is life. This is Hindu life. This is the purpose for which we have been blessed with the human body. To leave the body before it leaves us. To know the self before the darkness falls on the life. Before the evening of life, to know what is my eternal relationship with God. So this sannyasis perform karma unattached to it and unconscious of doing that work. She is unconscious of her body. Some sannyasis perform nitya karma to set an example for the world. I am doing, let the others see and do it. How to do? What is the awareness? The ritualistic part anybody can show. The dedication, the love, the purpose, the way in which we do the activities, all these they will learn by seeing. We were just finished college, and as volunteers we are going to Ramakrishna Math in Bangalore. So many monks and brahmacharis are there. And as volunteer, we would do almost all works of the ashrama, run and do. Because it was our own house. Then we used to attend almost all pujas and celebrations. Vinayakanandaji Maharaj used to do the Homa, who is now the Vice President of the Merchant Mission. He used to do the Homa. The way in which, the awareness with which he comes and sits. He is unaware of the people around. He is unaware of the things going on. He is still then not a old Swami, quite young enough. And he is unaware of, he is aware of God, he is aware of the rituals that he has to come and do and invoke the fire. Ramakrishna Namagne, Iha Gacha, Iha Gacha, Iha Tishta. We can actually experience the way in which he calls. We could clearly experience God is appearing there. That heart, how it calls. Oh Lord, please come. Take your seat here. Be one with the fire. I'm going to offer this to you. Accept my offering. How that we used to clear, this is what we learn. How to do the worship. How to call on God. How to be for God. All these aspects we see there. One day I had gone to Krishna Math in Udupi. The Swami was supposed to go for round and from the outer prakar, where we all go in the same path he will go, and from outside. He used to bow down. He has come for that. I think after that he goes inside and starts the worship, I think. He is coming on the parikrama, and immediately the signal was given. We all went and sat on the sides. There is one place to sit, and many others stood all around. The Swamiji came and is going round. Everything is pin drop silence. We could hear the footsteps of Swamiji softly escaping because of that silence, absolute silence. And one old lady, Krishna, she said. Whole body of all people got horripilated, as if Yashoda is calling Krishna. In that silence, that voice, it stopped. Only once she called. She is unaware of Swami going and all. And the way in which she called, it was exactly like a mother Yashoda calling the baby. And the Swami was making parikrama. For a moment, he stood and moved ahead. Everybody were, and many people who are matured in their emotions could silently drop their tears of joy. A situation passed through, you see, in how they call on God. In Ramakrishna's life, you see that direct disciples, how they used to spend their nights. Sri Ramakrishna used to make them stay. One night, late in the night, maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, M is going towards Panchavati. He is hearing someone weeping and calling the Lord by his name, Govinda, Govinda. Where are you? Where are you? So that Artanada, how it would be, you imagine. And these are the things we get from the sannyasis, who are really, we leave the other part of the people who appear to be sannyasis, we will not think of them or talk about them. But there are genuine sannyasis who call on God. Show the path to others, do all their activities only for others' sake, that the traditions continue, the samskriti, the culture flows down. So that is Sri Ramakrishna is telling. Some sannyasis perform nitya karma to set an example to the world. If a householder or man belonging to the other stages of life performs action without attachment, then he is united with God through such actions. He was talking about the karma yoga. They are doing activities without attachment. They are not attachment to the rituals, they are not attachment to its fruits. They are doing only out of love for God. And they are doing all these activities. You see externally, he is running about and watering the plants or plucking the trees, flowers. Something he is doing, changing the plants, and then some fruits he is plucking. Serious works like cement work. Anything he is doing only for love of God. And this is not attached to work nor its fruits. He doesn't want praises or blames, nothing. Just he is doing for love of God. And this is karma yoga. Karma yoga is where he is mostly unaware of what is he doing, but doing out of love for God. So he is communing with God through activities. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.